Hello again, everybody. Welcome on back to Ku5ogrande. Let's not waste any time because, hey, we've got only 2 matches left, and we gotta finish Ku5ogrande tonight before Final Fantasy VII Remake is out. So, we're in a little bit of a crunch. Well, speaking of crunching, this GM is known to sometimes crunch things when he's biting them, Sometimes just sits around chewing on ice. It's the ice consume. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's Mike. Mike, come on in. Maybe if you're here, Mike. Ah, there we go. Hello.
Hello.
Mike. So, do you buy ice? Do you crunch ice? Are you an ice cruncher?
What?
It's an important question. Yes or no? Do you crunch ice? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I guess.
Okay.
I don't really have a lot of ice. Like, I don't drink soda, and when I have water, I don't like having ice in it because I think that's too cold. So,
okay.
I guess I'm an ice cruncher though.
You ice cruncher. Well, that's okay. So am I. Mike, what do we have coming our way today?
A game that has nothing to do with crunching ice. I don't know.
Sorry, crunching ice is just my way of breaking the ice, helping us get into the
well, I mean,
the
you are
next match.
literally breaking ice when you're crunching ice, so I guess even if it is awkward, it would still be an icebreaker just in the literal sense.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with this. So, what game do we have?
We have a Sega Master System game, not a Sega Genesis game.
Ooh,
it is PAL exclusive, so you know it's good.
I showed
it. It is called. It is called Air Rescue.
Well, I heard the word PAL, and I thought you were going to say PALs in, that it was part of the title, so I clicked reveal. I messed it up. No, why is Quickman playing?
Yes,
it's Metal Man. Never
this
mind.
was in a gauntlet a while ago. It was the final stage. We didn't make them complete the stage. We just made them collect 5 out of 7 or 8 prisoners.
Yeah, they didn't beat that one, did they?
Nope, because making them do the whole stage would have been too long for the gauntlet.
Well, also, that stage is very, very difficult and very rude. That was a trap state.
It was. I'm not sure if anyone beat it. Maybe one person did. I'm not sure. I don't remember.
For those who don't know what we're talking about, by the way, Ku5ogrande sometimes has matches that include... Why is someone calling me? I don't want to answer. And now I lost what I was talking about. Mike, my brain. Okay.
Are you an ice cruncher, bro?
I'm an ice cruncher. No, I was talking about gauntlets. That's right. They have 10 different challenges that they need to complete, and because of that, we give states, and some of them tend to be a lot more difficult than the others, and that's essentially what we had for this. With that said, maybe the players are going to be just fine through this game, and it's going to be beautiful and fun, and they won't cry.
So it is worth noting that they are going to be playing in hard difficulty, which means you need to rescue more prisoners. And that I did tell them they can switch their weapons whenever they land. It's not really necessary to do, but it's not very obvious, so I figured I'd tell them to do that.
Okay.
And the third one, let me look it up since I pinned the rules. Yes. Oh, right. Just to make it extra good, I'm only letting them use 2 continues.
Aha.
Because you normally get 4 continues or 5 credits because your first credit starts the game. But this game's actually pretty short, so I figured I didn't want to give them the chance of completing it too quickly. I don't think they will anyway, because you have to get used to how big your sprite is and how large all the collision boxes are, and you die in one hit.
Yeah, you're completely right with that. I've played a little bit of this. to see what it feels like. It's very difficult. And once you get the controls figured out, you can start making progress. But until then, it's running into walls, quite literally.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think this is that bad of a game. I definitely don't think it's that great, but like, it's kind of fun once you get used to it. But it's just really unfair.
Oh yeah, I completely agree with you, Mike. I'd say it's an enjoyable game to play. If you get the chance, you should check it out. Especially if you like any of these rescue type games. I'm trying to think of any in the genre. What are some games you'd say are in this sort of genre?
I mean, the most famous one, even though it's probably not that famous anymore, is Chocolate.
Is what?
That has you rescue Choplifter. The game that has you in the helicopter rescuing people, shooting down stuff. I mean, this wasn't even back in the day. This wasn't really a particularly common genre of game.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, I was thinking of that one. Well, I mean, Subterranea, obviously.
I mean, in a sense, yeah.
Yeah, this is a Subterranea-like.
It abandons those goals from stage 7 on, but in the first 6 stages, yeah, you have to rescue the POWs.
Yeah.
Even though the physics are much different in Subterranea and the controls, but yeah, you're not wrong.
Well, thank you, Mike. I'm glad that I can be right for once.
I'm not the one who said it.
Wow.
Your lack of faith in yourself is, well, the usual.
You're the one who thought it.
I'm the one who thought it? How do you even know that I thought it?
Your brain. Psychic. Actually, that would be a really terrifying thing to be. I don't need to be thinking about what is in Mikeyama's head.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably just like, ooh, I hope there's some ice I can crunch. Everybody, here are your 4 players: Pika Pals, Takaru Impulse, Julo Ninja, and The Fizz. And I think I actually recognize all of these names. I believe they have all played before?
Yes, they have all played before. I know they've at least been in Kuso 4. I know Pika Pals has been at least in Kuso 3 and has made it to the bracket in both Kuso 3 and Kuso 4, if I remember correctly.
I think so. Yeah, honestly, we've had a lot of groups with a couple strong people, and I'm not sure about here. Like, Pika Pals, I would fully expect to do a great showing. Takaru as well has been strong in the past.
Takaru either made it to the... I don't think he quite made it to the bracket, but he was very close to making it to the bracket.
By the way, the odds are pretty dang high that I'm going to have to recapture something, because welcome to anything that isn't just Super Nintendo or Nintendo. I don't know. Sega had a weird formats.
The demo screen should be a pretty good crop, so...
Yeah, that's okay. I got it. We're good. We're good.
Okay, you're good?
Well, 1 second. Oh, we're good. Okay.
By the way, all of your competitors are ready.
Sweet. Everybody, I need you to get all your emotes ready. What emotes would be good here?
Helicopters, explosions. There's fire in the game.
Ooh, fire.
Water. Yeah, fire. So yeah, helicopters, explosions, and fire.
That's all you need in life. Like, to be honest.
Really? I mean, if Rambo has taught us anything.
Heck yeah. Okay, I'm going to do the countdown now.
Even though the first Rambo has, like, none of those.
Spam all of those, including the tacos?
I mean you need heat to make tacos.
Okay. You need heat to make a lot of things, huh? How about literally
you
everything
need
in the universe? How about fusion? Yeah, gotta have heat.
Round 1, Dangerous Holiday.
Ooh, one person skipped the map. That was the Fizz. The other players are going to be figuring it out in a little bit, and it looks like they are off to a pretty strong start. I will be adjusting
Fizz
things.
died already. It is really easy to collide into objects in this game. First off, the collision boxes are huge. Second, your helicopter has inertia. And third, everything's trying to shoot you. Fizz is getting the hang of this pretty fast, though. Already has picked up some POWs. But the guy with the rocket launcher has also picked up on it pretty fast and shot it down.
Oh, yeah. Well, Mike, I think most helicopters have inertia. It's just one of the properties.
This is true. But I'm just saying it's not like, your average schmuck where you, turn or pilot instantly.
True.
Yeah. One thing that people are probably noticing is that this game lags a lot. It's just a feature of the game. It just slows down a lot, even though there's no more than maybe 3 or 4 small sprites in the screen at once.
Yeah, it's... I wonder why. Is it because of the physics? Because the turning physics are a little bit weird, as well as the momentum in this. I don't know. It is Master System, so it's not the most advanced system out there. It's the Master, but not, Upper Master. Just kind of
It's the Master of None system.
He does middle masterment,
So, that sound you hear, it means that you're full of POWs, and you need to drop them off.
There we go. Julo managed to take the POWs back. Pika Pals is trying to lower the.
Yeah, what Pika Pals need to realize that you just have to land, and then that drops off the POWs.
Takaru is really trying to get that one person stuck in the Ferris wheel, but was having a hard time. Oh, that's because Takaru was full of people.
Yeah,
stop eating them.
They're hard to get. But it looks like, if anything, Julo Ninja is going to complete stage 1 first. And I'm going to say something. There's only 5 stages in this game. It's a really short game.
We're not going to see it beaten. There's no way.
I think we could. It's really short, and I did limit it to 2 continues, so it's definitely going to lower the chances. What's really going to hamper people is stages 3 to 5. Stage 3 has some gotchas that are definitely going to get people, and some really gigantic collision hurt boxes. Stage 4 just has a lot of enemies, and Stage 5 just has walls everywhere.
Ah. Yeah. Hey, Takaru is through as well. It looks like 3 of our 4 players are going to be on the second level. Pika Pals is going a little bit slow here. Honestly, especially when you first start playing, you want to get the feel for how it's going to go. If there are going to be a lot of deaths, going a little bit slower is probably a good idea.
Yeah. It is worth noting that the default bomb you get here is not actually an attack, but a water bomb that puts out fire. So, if you try to actually shoot anything with your bomb, you won't actually kill anything except for the flames.
Oh no!
And you do actually need to use that bomb to access some of the POWs. As you can see on Julo Ninja's screen, that one POW on the left.
Yeah, he's a little bit trapped over there. Julo trying to shoot the fire. I mean, good sentiment.
Yeah,
shooting fire doesn't often help, but it feels good.
Exactly. It's the thought that counts.
Oh, yeah.
And yes, there are men trying to crash your helicopter by throwing plants and hammers at the helicopter.
Have you ever been in a helicopter, Mike?
I have not been in a helicopter.
Same. I want to go. Wait, have I? No, I've been in a private plane one time with somebody who just liked flying and was like, I want to take people flying, so come to the airport and ride with me. And we're like, okay. I have no idea who he was. Just some For me, essentially, it's a stranger who decided to fly us around in the sky. Didn't charge us, so that was cool.
Yeah, that's cool. So it is worth noting that the Fizz was in the lead, but if you die, you lose all of your progress in the stage. So that is one thing that is really unforgiving about this game, is that you can make really great progress in a stage, but if you die before it's complete, you go all the way back to the beginning.
Oh, yeah. By the way, chat wants you to know, Mike, that throwing a hammer at a helicopter would work.
If you manage to get it in the intake, which is, it sounds pretty challenging, not gonna lie. I think it's more of an in theory it works, but improbable.
I don't know. There have to be professional hammer throwers out there. I'm sure somebody could make it work.
You know what? If there's a will, there's a way. And you said that Pika Pals was going slowly, but Pika Pals is the first person to complete Stage 2.
Very nice. Isn't that fun? Somebody is lagging behind a little bit, and then all of a sudden they're in the lead, and you're like, how did that happen? The Fizz is moving on to Stage 3 pretty quickly as well, though.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, actually, Royal Blue Wizard has a really good point. Hammer throwers, professional hammer throwers, don't throw hammers. They throw some weird thing attached to a rope.
Oh,
Barely
yeah.
hammer.
I know what you're talking about. The hammer toss in the Olympics. It's almost more like a ball and chain, except it's not really a chain.
Yeah, it's a ball and rope. They could call it ropey bolly, and... But no, they went with hammer throw. We're just gonna lie. Everybody... Yeah, Mike, ropey bolly.
You know what? The shots that all of these enemies are shooting kind of look like the ropey volley. And Pika Pals runs into the wing of the plane. This is what I mean by Stage 3, just like having a lot of collision boxes, and some of them are just really huge and don't make sense.
Yeah. Julo is moving on to the next stage as well. Round 3.
Yep.
Countdown. I'm glad they put the space between count and down. That way I could talk about it here, because you don't have to put a space in there.
Yeah. So Royal Blue Wizard, the plane is 10 helicopters long because Sega.
Maybe like...
And they just wanted to have a really long plane.
I mean, the building's about the right size. Oh, yeah, and then the Sega logo is destroyed. That's sad. Oh, man. Well, there we go. Yeah, it's a commercial jet, Mike. It's huge. Like, the helicopter, you're only going to carry, what, 2-3 people in it at a time? But that jet, that's like 150 people, okay? It's got to be big.
True. I mean, you need to fit a lot of people in a
Yeah, you can't just throw them on top of each other like mannequins.
Well, I'm sure someone will try that.
Well, I mean, that hasn't been allowed since at least the 1600s. So, Mike, I know that you've played this game before, and you've definitely beaten it. How did you find this game? Is it something that you were just going through various Master System games? Did you know about this game a long time ago?
It was the former. I have a Genesis flash cart, which also can play Master System games as long as you have a Model 2. And I was trying out a bunch of games on the flash cart, and this was one of them. And I played it, and I immediately thought that this would be a pretty good candidate for Ku5ogrande. My only reservation was that I thought it might be too short, but I figured it would work for a round 1, especially if I limited their continues a bit. That being said,
sure.
Everyone's doing a really good job of making progress in this game.
Yeah, you never really know how people are gonna do, especially when it comes to a non-platforming game. You know, you can often see people who are normally solid struggle a little bit, but they're all making it to stage 3 and making some quick progress here too.
It is worth noting that Julo Ninja is running out of time. So
the music's double speed.
Yep, exactly.
I love it.
And there is a troll missile launcher that the Fizz got hit by that can really get you here. Oh, Julo, don't bother with that enemy. No. Okay. However, even if Julo dies in this attempt, I think this still puts them in first for now. Oh. Wait,
I think
Julo
so.
might... No, I don't think Julo has enough time.
There's a small chance. Leave the other guy. Leave him.
Go, Julo, go! 10 seconds!
Oh my gosh!
I don't think there's enough time.
I don't think so. I don't think there's enough.
But they'll be able to do it. Honestly, I found the default gun okay for this.
What?
No!
Oh my gosh, that was amazing. Oh. I'm a huge fan of what just happened there. So, yeah, this is a game for the Master System. Apparently, there was an there was an Air Rescue for arcade that was very different. Yeah, it's based on the game Choplifter, but from a first-person perspective, flying around. So I imagine, since this was published by Sega, it probably went by the same name to try to get a little bit of the arcade crowd interested in it, because it doesn't look anything at all like the arcade game.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not like with the Master System hardware you can really recreate an arcade experience. This is a very, very old arcade game. And that being said, Pika-Pals is on stage 4 out of 5.
Very nice. Pika-Pal still in a strong lead. Chad is saying that these guys are way too
immediately
good.
dies in stage 4. So I do think that we will see completions. What I don't know is if we'll see completions on their first attempt, because even as well as these players are doing, this game gets very mean in the final stage, and it's very, very easy to die. You have to be very, very patient.
I'm seeing that this company, Sims Co. Limited, they were once a part of Sega, essentially doing collaborations. They were subcontracting, making some of the games for them. This is one of the games that came out, but the company still exists and is making games. It looks like a lot of the ports of super old games from... I don't even know. They did make a game called Animal Hunter Z. What else did they make back in the day, though? Because it looks like they made a Tom and Jerry the movie game. I'm pretty sure I played that one, and I don't like it.
Like, you mean like the one for Game Gear, or something else?
Like, it might be Tom and Jerry the movie.
Because I think that Game Gear game was technically based on the movie.
This actually does look like the Game Gear game that you showed me, yeah. That you showed me a long time ago, yeah. There are various versions of Tom and Jerry games. I don't know. It's a little bit confusing. But yeah, this company appears to have done Disney's Aladdin for the Game Gear. Yeah, they developed that one. I imagine... Yeah, and they did Tom and Jerry the movie for Game Gear. For some reason, it's listed in separate credits on this page, but that's okay. Yeah, we've definitely had their games before, Mike. I like them. Good company.
I mean, good is a relative term, but they are a company, and they made games that have been featured in Ku5ogrande. So take that as you will. No, the plane is not dropping swords. They drop these really weird-looking bombs.
I think they're swords, Mike. Can you just imagine sword falling from the
sword
sky?
bombs.
It's
They're
gonna
sword bombs.
cause
Well, we'll meet
damage.
halfway here. It drops sword bombs.
Oh, okay. Actually, exploding swords. That would be a strategy that we've never tried before, Mike.
It's true. It seems perfect for a Ku5ogrande game, though.
Oh, yeah. Sword bombs. Like, still, dropping a sword from a helicopter is going to cause some damage. It doesn't matter if it explodes or not. Just... especially when it starts, like, getting to its terminal velocity. Because... oh, it turns terminal. Beep, beep, beep. Yeah, Julo Ninja is still having a little bit of a struggle with the timer. We've got a little bit over a minute to rescue 2 more people. It's doable.
That's
it's just,
plenty of time.
Yeah.
Definitely doing better with the timer than they were. Oh, and the last 2 they have to rescue are these 2. So
Oh, one of
Julo
them's
Ninja's
moonwalking. Yeah. Moonwalk to the helicopter. That's what I like to see. Yeah, Julo's gonna be fine this time.
Okay, well, it looks like Pika Pals is going to make it to the final stage.
Very nice.
Which, if it's not skipped, is called something like, well, let's see if he...
Breakdown
so
Dark
Breakdown
Star?
Dark Star.
What? Oh, that's ridiculous. And also,
Yeah,
we're
I
going to
love
be
it.
on this level for a while. Like,
Yeah, exactly. It would not shock me if Pika Pals would have to do his entire attempt over again, just because of this stage. You have to be super patient here. Oh, I'm actually surprised he didn't die doing that.
oh, yeah, I played this a lot testing out this state. Oh, there we go. Flying
Yeah.
up just a little bit.
Yeah, and you are constantly maneuvering through this cave. And here's the thing, it's on hard, and this time you have to rescue everyone. And I'm not making any concessions for it. And Pika Pal's tail clipped the gate. You just have to be really patient with the gate and make sure you're very well positioned.
Oh, yeah. Like, it's really difficult to describe how difficult a lot of this is without having you play it. Like, honestly, just so you can see how they're doing, I recommend giving it a shot, just feeling a little bit how this controls. Because Stage 5 is abysmal. It is so painful, especially...
It really is.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. Like, I was kind of doubting having this game for Ku5ogrande just because it's so short, but I figured Stage 5 alone is just worth having this game at Ku5ogrande.
Oh yeah, Pika Pals has 5 people left to collect. Honestly, there's still a lot of time on the clock, but you know there are 1 or 2 big trolls coming up. Just wait, Pika Pals is dying right here, I promise, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, there we
because
go!
There's going to be a turret, and it just shoots you.
Oh,
And that's
video
far from the
games.
only turret.
Yeah, I didn't curse, I didn't jinx anybody. I just told the truth, okay?
Yeah, exactly. So it looks like Fizz is starting
No!
over. I wasn't double checking, but I guess he already went through his 2 continues.
Yeah, Takaru has actually taken up to chatting a little bit in
Yeah.
Discord and is definitely venting some emotions.
Yeah. I mean, this game is not a nice game when it comes down to it.
Takaru is just trying to drop a bomb on this guy with a gun, but he's positioned just right so that you can't hit him.
Oh no, Pika Pals is... I can't remember if that's the water bomb or whatever, but that bomb, if it works, it doesn't work very well. Fizz did not get to level 5 at all.
Level 5, yeah, you're right.
He was close, but he did not get to level 5. Oh man, Pika Pals, are you really going to do this? Are you really going to do that? Because that is not the way to go.
Oh...
So what you really want to do is take your time to shoot down these turrets while dodging the bullets, and it takes a while, but it's worth it because you have to pass through these areas over and over again. The only exceptions I would say that turret that shot him down, you should just try to speed run through that turret. Okay, so Pika Pals is on his last credit.
Okay. Pika Pals, good luck.
By
Is
the
it
way,
only
I do
one
have to
life
give
per
this game-
credit?
Oh, sorry. I do have to give this game one compliment, and that is the music's pretty good, which is an accomplishment for the Master System, because most Master System music is just total garbage.
I've looked for the best of the Master System, and I was like, maybe I'll take 3 of you.
That sounds about right. Like, I'll defend the Genesis, but I don't really try to defend the Master System. Oh, wow, Pika Pal's sneaking in right there.
Wow.
Pika Pals might actually be able to do this on this credit. We'll see. And what were you saying about the credits, bro? Oh, that bullet just had it out for Pika Pals.
About the credits?
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, thanks. Just let me off of that one. I don't know what I was talking about.
It's my thoughts again, just thinking that Brosenta doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah. Oh, no. But, yeah, it's... Honestly, for the Master System, it's really good music. The graphics are pretty dang solid as well. Like, the turning sprite is so good. I mean, this system definitely had many more inferior games than this.
Yeah. I mean, the controls are a little wonky, but other than that, it's not a terrible game. Fizz is resetting a lot. I think he wants a Deathless Stage 1.
Oh, how many credits do you have? That was the question.
I gave them 2 continues, so 3 credits technically, because the first credit is just to start the game.
How many lives do you have per credit?
You have 4 or 5 lives per credit. It says 4, but I don't know if there's a 0.
Okay. Yeah, I gotcha. Julo.
Oh, Pika Pals is really trying to squeeze out of there. Down to 2 lives. We're going to see if that's actually 2 or if the game counts 0.
Now remember, in the Ku5ogrande gauntlet that we had with this stage, we only required them to get, what was it, 5 people?
Yeah, it was 5 of the 6 or 7 prisoners.
5 of the 8.
Yeah. 5 of the 8, so...
Yeah, they definitely had a little bit easier than the players have it today, just due to the fact that they've got to get all of the prisoners who are on this stage.
So I'm curious,
yeah.
Has Pika Pals actually rescued anyone stage 5? I think he has, because
Yes.
I think he actually rescued the first 3. So that's where his progress is. Until he rescues a prisoner, he technically hasn't made any progress in the stage, is how
I feel like he's doing it the right way, though, taking it slow, going and checking out those turrets down below, making sure they're dead. Definitely a good idea. Yeah, the thing is, like, I was looking for a little bit of a story for this game, but there's not really one. I mean, it was originally on arcade, and you don't get too many stories when it comes to arcade. They're like, hey, you're in a helicopter, save these dudes, good luck.
Exactly. I mean, you know, when it came to the 80s, you know, Bad Dudes was maybe one of the most story-rich arcade games. Which is
is it either a really good or a really bad sign?
Wait, terrorists have kidnapped the president. Are you a bad enough dude to rescue him or something like that?
Yeah, I'm a bad enough dude.
Yep. Oh, Pika-Pal's going for the big dive. Let's see if it pays off. Probably will not.
Pika-Pals is down there, collecting these last 3. Come on, climb. Sometimes they just don't want to climb the ladder.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's very finicky. Okay, Pika-Pal's taking it very safely.
Good.
Okay, because this is either his last or second. Oh, that's so close! That's so close!
I'm so stressed, Mike. I'm so stressed.
All right. Okay, so you do have a 0 life, quote unquote. So Pika-Pals can do this. Only needs 2 more prisoners after this.
Are you sure this isn't the final stage?
No, this is the final stage. I beat the game.
Oh, okay. We might see a completion in just a little bit then. I don't think everybody is going to beat this game.
No, I don't think so either. I think as of right now, Jula Ninja's in second. But Jula Ninja needs to rescue the final POW, and it's not in this area that he's bombing the crap out of. He's probably... And he dies. That might be his last life, too.
Oh my gosh. I'm very stressed for Pika-Pals right now because this part is so difficult to get through.
Oh no! Has not continued yet. Which is... maybe built up a lot of extra lives or something.
Huh. Well, good. Oh, Pika-Pals. Pika-Pals. You're tempting fate. You're tempting fate.
Yeah, Pika-Pals!
Pika-Pals! Watch out, it's gonna get you! It's gonna get you! Oh, the dodges, they're so good. Oh my gosh, okay, one guy, he's safe. Okay, going down. Oh, dodging the bullet, but unfortunately the guy is in front of the building. Oh, wow. Pika-Pal's just hovering a little bit, trying to regain composure. Hopefully, just maneuvering right. Oh my gosh, okay, the guy is on the... He's on the ladder. He's going up.
Okay. He still has to get up to the end.
Over to the left. There's not too much in the way. Just don't go too fast. Don't go fast, Pika-Pals.
Don't go fast.
Take it easy.
All the time.
But wait, the doors are desynced.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, Pika-Pals still got through. Just don't crash.
Don't crash. Don't run in the building. I think that's game. We'll see. But yeah, this is the final stage. There's actually... I didn't know that there were those prisoners there. That actually makes this stage much shorter than I thought it was.
We had a game clear indeed. That was fantastic. We get to see a lovely cutscene of a helicopter. Doesn't really do much. But it looks pretty cool. Oh my gosh, I love the plume of smoke in the background on Takeru and Jula Ninja's screens, though. Like, it looks really cool. And for the Master System having something that big and glowing, I don't know. They're impressive graphics, Mike.
They are impressive graphics. The only thing is that the first time you're playing the game, it's really hard to tell what's whether that actually hurts you or not. But once you know that it doesn't actually affect you, it's a cool effect.
Oh yeah.
And programmer Pretty Toshi. Yeah, so there's actually Pika-Pal's did a very tight route. There's a very much longer route, which I think is even harder, honestly. Where
same.
You have to go through some flames that, you obviously... have to wait for them to go down. And then you have to do this very long climb and then go to the left and, pass through another turret to collect some prisoners. It's really time-consuming. Okay. Jula Ninja? Okay, just rescue one of those prisoners. You only need one.
For prisoners, they seem really free at this point, just running around.
Jula Ninja, I don't know if you're aware of how much time you have.
19,
don't-
18. It's at the top.
I don't know.
Julo,
I don't get
you
it.
need to save him. You need to save him.
Just save him. Just
There
save.
we go.
Rush. Hurry.
Rush. Go. 10
Oh
seconds.
no! Don't be at the very top of the screen. That's where the helicopter is. That'll cut you down.
Well, it's fine, Mike. Whoa, it actually is fine.
It's fine.
I was being so sarcastic. But I've learned my lesson.
Okay, so that cements second for Julo Ninja for now.
Very nice. Yeah, Julo Ninja onto the hardest stage of the game, but at least the music is so good.
Yeah, the final stage music is really good. And Julo Ninja still has this set of lives and another continue.
Oh my gosh, the beeping sound, I hate it.
No, I don't know why the game needs to have a sound like that, but it does.
Well, it interrupts the music. I want to hear the music. I don't want to hear beep, beep, beep.
beep, beep, beep.
Beep, beep, beep.
Beep, beep. Beep, 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 beep.
Wow, Mike, I didn't know that you were musical.
Well, you compose things, so, I just had to.
Partners in crime. Uh-oh, I found a manual for this, but only in Portuguese.
Sounds about right, because as someone else mentioned, this was released in Europe and Brazil.
Yeah, it sounds about right. But that's okay, I can read it. Okay. The world is in danger. Finally arrived the moment in which the peace of the world is more than just a dream. Peace is more than a dream, Mike, because we're here with a helicopter.
A very peaceful helicopter, no doubt.
Yeah, so peaceful. Ancient enemies today give their hands, and the leaders of more than 50 nations planned to meet them for a world conference. A world peace conference during 1 whole week in the city of New Toland. I don't think that's a real city. Toland. I don't know. And then as soon as all of the chiefs or the state leaders started showing up, the world started to watch with attention if the result of this conference of history. That wasn't a very good translation, yeah, but basically this was one of the biggest changes in the world, one of the biggest conferences, and then
and that's why you're rescuing people off of Ferris wheels?
Well, what I'm seeing is that there was the result of a revolution international started to happen. The result, in Portuguese, destruição total. Yeah.
So, like, total destruction?
Total destruction. That's what happened, yeah. The Ferris wheels, there were probably children on them the day that the revolution happened.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah. And essentially all of the world leaders are trapped in the ruins here. So, there were some leaders at the Ferris wheel, and you're saving them. You have to save the world leaders. Who cares about the women and children? Let's save politicians, baby!
Really? We're gonna say that? Okay.
I mean, in the 90s, yeah. Sort of.
90s? Sure.
I mean, now, I'd probably still save them, but I'd give them a stern look. I like you. Get on my helicopter. I guess
You do the hard, fast landing for them.
the hard, fast landing. I'm like, yeah, hope you vomited on the flight.
Very passive-aggressive helicopter handling.
Oh, you know what? I would totally do that, Mike. I'm really good at being passive-aggressive. Ah.
Yeah.
I actually don't think I'm too good at that. I've worked on it, Mike. I've worked on not being passive-aggressive.
So are you working on being more assertive or just more aggressive?
I think aggressive, if I'm thinking something, saying it rather than just being like, oh, we'll just try to ignore it and be vague about how dumb they are. Because that never works. Nobody ever realizes that you're, like, actually saying that they're dumb. And it's just rude. So, yeah, just gotta be straightforward. Hey, you know, you lit this building on fire. I'm not a fan of that, okay? No more catching buildings on fire. That's the rule here.
No more catching on fire. Jewel Ninja, yeah, seems to be distracted by something at the moment. Or
at the same time, sometimes it's good to take a little bit of time, you know, just so that you're... It's fine. Take a small break. As long as you can come back and do well. Yeah.
Jewel Ninja has a good chance of securing his second place spot because he just dropped off 2 POWs and still has the 2 free ones.
The 3
right next
free
to the
ones?
gate. Yeah, 3 free ones, sorry.
Yeah, honestly, it would be worth not grabbing those and just going and finding where the others are. You know, that way you don't keep doing the easy part over and over again. You want to get to the difficult stuff.
Yeah, you do. It looks like he's not going to go through the tight crevice, which might be to his detriment because this area is really rough.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I recommend rushing through that one. Oh, don't... Oh, no!
Well...
Yep. Now, out of the Takaru and the Fizz, I'm not sure who is in 3rd or 4th. They've both gotten it down to the point where they only need to rescue one more POW. Or one more person to rescue. But
yeah.
I don't know who's gotten there first.
I feel like Takaru and the Fizz are going to be able to get through this stage, though. I would fully expect everybody to get to round 5 at some point. And Takaru is pretty close. Just got to save one person. Okay, look, they're dancing. Okay. You don't need to save the other... Yeah, leave him behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the
Chancellor. Don't stay in the top.
That's like the chancellor of some country we really hate. Ooh. I'm not going to say any countries right now. That would be rude.
I mean, we should probably stray away from that.
I'm trying to think, who would likely not be watching? We'll just say Antarctica. Antarctica! You don't even have a leader!
I mean, I guess the polar bears are the leaders. The de facto
No, those
ones.
are North Pole. South Pole is penguins.
Oh, right.
Wow, Mike. Oh no, we
I
have
remember
somebody
there was
from...
Encyclopedia Brown about that too, where like, oh, there are penguins, but it was featuring the North Pole, but penguins are only in the South Pole.
Oh yeah, there's somebody here from Antarctica. Wow, you nerd. You probably had to like set up some really super powerful satellites just so that you could watch crappy video games. Wow.
Maybe you shouldn't insult people who are engaged in your content processing. Also, I have to say, if there's one place to practice social distancing, it's Antarctica. Would not be too challenging there.
From what I remember, though, Antarctica, I'm pretty sure they have a 100% car accident rate. Because there was one car and they accidentally drove it into something. And that's all they've ever had there.
What?
Or maybe they've had a 0% accident rate. I'm trying to remember what it was. It's either 100% or 0%.
Well, that's a bit of variance, as in all of it. But okay.
Yeah, it's...
Prism Ranger? I don't think this last level inspired Subterranea, even though it definitely has some similarities. This game was Japanese developed, and Subterranea was developed by a bunch of Amiga demo scene people, so I think it's more of a coincidence than anything else.
Yeah. Actually, I don't think I know what I was talking about. I might have just been thinking of an XKCD comic, for all I know.
Or Antarctica?
Yeah! It's important. It's a good not country, you know.
Good not country. It's a good non-entity.
Look, as soon as... Maybe they're playing the long con down in Antarctica, okay? Specifically because with all the global warming that happens, they're going to be the only place where you can grow food anymore, Mike. Antarctica, baby. It's going to become Waterworld with them leading agriculture.
Of course, in Ku5ogrande would be the one place where Waterworld would be referenced.
Man, I kind of liked Waterworld as a kid, but I didn't know what was going on. Okay, I am refreshing all the streams since we're getting a little buffering on them, so don't freak out if you see them refresh. It's just me. Yeah, social distancing, but then again, I imagine that if you're really cold, Mike, that viruses might work a little bit better. Because, like, hey, you're cold, let's go ahead and make this, like, 50 times worse. Haha. I can see it taking advantage of that situation, Mike, so maybe Antarctica isn't the best place to go right now.
I think it'd be a little hard to get there right now, considering the whole, restrictions on travel and everything.
I don't know how you would get there normally without, like, the government taking you.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you get there, actually.
Yeah, if anybody happens to know, then go ahead, like and subscribe and leave a link in the comments to more information. Takaru getting another game over. This is round 5, so, like, it's kind of understandable because it's extremely difficult. Julo is on the same stage as well, trying to just find a consistent way to get the 8 people. And you have tons of time, so you can take things a little bit slow. Don't rush. Take your time.
Definitely. Definitely worth taking your time in this stage, of all the stages.
Yeah. Well, I feel like the other stages kind of tricked you because at least one of them made you go super fast in order to collect everyone. You know, everybody was pretty much getting to the point where they were almost out of time. So, I imagine that the players may be thinking they have to keep an eye on the timer in order to get through this, but it's not really that important for this stage. I don't know. Mind games, Mike.
The one stage with it where you get a ton of time.
They're playing mind games with me.
Okay. Zillow's going for an interesting strat. Trying to explore more. I think it's a pretty good strat.
This fire, though, is so dumb.
Yeah. It's pretty dumb. It's not too tough to get through once you know what to do. This climb is awful. And this is why I think taking the long route is worse than taking the tight route.
It's really difficult to back your helicopter up without turning it around, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous. And there's so many times that you do whip around and end up hitting something because you did it at just the wrong place.
Okay, Jula Ninja is taking all the time in the world. And you only get 2 POWs here, so that makes it even worse.
Oh, that's pretty trash.
Yeah, so you still need to go to the middle one.
Yeah, you're gonna have to boogie a little bit, Julo.
Well, by boogie, you mean go very slowly through this cavern to make sure you don't die.
But still, the time is getting low enough that, you know, he has 2 more trips that he has to do. Not this far into the caves, but still, like, it's a little bit stressful. It's starting to get down to crunch time.
Yep.
Everybody, you need to try this. This game, I think, is technically pretty impressive for the SMS. Graphically impressive. The music is great, but oh, it does not control well. And
yeah, the controls are
Takadu!
a thing to deal with it. So, it's worth noting that the Fizz is also on the final stage. Now, has Takadu rescued more than 3 POWs?
I don't know.
I don't think so. Julo Ninja, at the very least, as long as they take it slow and steady, will at least be able to secure their second place spot.
Oh yeah.
Is that far enough to the right? I'm not sure.
I think it is. Just barely though, and do not go early at all. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, don't go early. Don't even try it.
Yeah, you go early, you're dead.
You can't turn in more than 3 at once. It's impossible.
Yes.
Your helicopter can only store 3 prisoners.
Yep. Takadu has officially saved 1 friend. Oh, boom. The thing is, Takadu is not switching weapons at all. I'm unsure if he knows.
Oh no, Julo just ran into the building! That was totally unnecessary. And and has not made, and technically didn't make any meaningful progress, even though he knows a lot more about the stage now.
Knowledge is important. Oh, there goes the Fizz. Oh, and that is a full game over. The Fizz is going to have to go back to the beginning. Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Well, everybody, we have just about 12 and a half minutes left. We are getting close to the end of this match. We do have one more coming up after, so hang tight. Pika Pals has already finished this game. That's why you're seeing Pika Pals just flying around trying to beat the game a second time. It might happen. All of the other players are still on their first attempt, though the Fizz, I think, is hesitating a little bit. Honestly, I'd still say if you have time, especially since the earlier levels do not require collecting as many people, just get in, try to rush through it.
Yeah, I mean, it's worth trying.
It's not a short game, mind you. There's definitely a lot of back and forth, but just try to get back to where you were for one last attempt.
So, Takuru also took the long way around, finding out there's only 2 prisoners there.
Fun story. Oh my gosh, okay. Pika Pals picking people up. Takuru going really slow. Oh well. Yeah, that's why you don't go that route. Because it's the way that you go and die, and you don't want to go and die. Okay, you really want to be alive. Let's see, Julo Ninja is just trying to sneak over to the right to rescue these 3 people. This is actually
trying to be as safe as possible. Oh no, you don't need to go down farther.
Okay, maybe?
Just go slightly further to the right. Just very slightly.
Yeah, they can't get...
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Works.
They all got in.
Okay.
That's so dumb. But he has a lot more time this time than he did last round. Yeah, you're not
So-
quite lined up. There we go.
There we go. That's good. Now go through. Okay. All right. So Takeru has discovered the middle area. The problem is getting out of there, as Pika-Pal struggled a lot. Oh, and he got out. Takeru has a chance to beat this game now.
Wow. Julo Ninja only has 3 people left to collect.
Yeah.
Right now it's a
That's
race
true.
between those two. Second.
However, has Julo been to the middle area yet?
Nah.
Because that okay. I think he's going very slowly because he really doesn't want to get sniped by anything.
I mean, go!
Oh, okay. Oh, he has a chance. Don't run in the building. Don't run. No, don't go up.
Nope.
Just go to the left. Go down. Get those prisoners.
I think he's gonna try to
Oh.
kill some of these guns.
Oh, he has the machine gun. That's actually really smart.
Wait, do you not always have the machine gun?
It's not the default weapon for this stage.
Of course it's not. So you have to know that you can change weapons.
Julo Ninja has a good chance of completing this. However, Takeru only has 2 prisoners left. It's really close between these two. Right
Oh,
now,
yeah.
Takeru's actually in second. Because technically, he's rescued more than Julo has.
Yeah, but Julo has 3 on board.
Yeah, that's true.
You just gotta not
Okay,
die.
Julo?
Go slow.
Yes. Go granny strats if you have to.
Oh, Mike! I don't want to cry. Just do it. Just do it.
Okay, just, okay.
Don't make me cry.
Okay, don't. Oh, that was risky. Okay. Just don't crash in the building.
Don't crash. Just go down. Just.
Okay, that's
Oh my
GG for
gosh.
Julo.
Oh, he did it.
And that is second place for Julo.
Second place, Takeru dying, unfortunately. Definitely is going to be Julo in second, though. Takeru, I feel, is currently in third place. The Fizz, unless he rushes and manages to get caught up, that'll be great. Or,
Yeah, the
you know,
places
I don't think it's going to happen, though.
are honestly pretty much locked now. First and second obviously can't change.
Oh, yeah.
Takeru is a fair bit ahead of the Fizz, and the Fizz would have to hurry a ridiculous amount, and I'm not sure it's even possible if he does that.
It's a little bit lengthy, this game. In theory, it might be possible. I don't even know what a speedrun of this game would be, though.
I think it would be a really short speed run. I don't think it'd be more than 10 or 15 minutes.
Well, okay. Mr. Oh, I play games well.
I mean, once you practice the controls enough, I just feel like someone would be able to rush through it fast enough.
Oh, yeah. I think you're right, Mike. I think that it would be doable.
Ku5ogrande, the reason why he's not just killing the turrets is because they're honestly really hard to hit. And it requires some patience in aiming to hit them.
Yeah, I don't have either of those. Actually, Mike, I'm a pretty good... At least back in the day when I used to shoot guns, I was a pretty good shot when it came to a rifle. And also, I got my archery merit badge when I was young.
Oh, you mean like scouts?
Yeah, back when that was a thing.
Yeah. I have actually never fired a gun, so...
I mean, that's why I have hearing loss. I mean, so, you know, at least you skip that. I don't know, like... Okay, Mike, what's funny is that a while ago we went to go get my hearing tested. Justin went with me, so we were sitting there, and they kept calling Justin my friend. I'm like, okay. And afterwards, you know, they're like, it sounds like maybe you shoot a lot of guns. And I'm like, well, I did when I was young, because I kind of had to for scouts. But you know, I don't really like guns. I don't go and shoot guns, and they're like. But then while I was in doing some more testing, they kept telling Justin, you need to tell him not to shoot guns anymore, okay, without ear protection. And Justin's just like, okay, I'll tell him. They're like, good, because he's really hurting his ears now. I find out about this. I'm like, no, I'm not shooting guns right now. You're thinking that I'm ruining my ears actively? No, that was when I was...
You have listened to Tasmania Game Gear, so I'm pretty sure that's just as ear-ruining, if not worse.
Actually, yeah. I think that was more soul-ruining than ear-ruining. Yeah, for those who don't know, being a Boy Scout is basically a really good excuse to shoot things. But most of you are too old to benefit from that knowledge, you know? So too bad, neener. Oh my gosh. I was bad with the shotgun though, Mike. I couldn't hit anything, which is kind of ironic since the point of the shotgun is to, you know, hit everything. Because it spreads out. It goes everywhere.
But didn't you say that you were a good shot?
With a rifle. Not a shotgun. I can't hit with a shotgun. It's just not doable.
Well, it looks like both the Fizz and Pika Pals are done. I mean, sorry, not Pika Pals. Takaru are done.
Yeah, I think because that we can call it time.
Yeah, we can actually call it time.
Hey, everybody, the match is over. Celebrate.
Woo!
Or don't.
3
You can also
minutes early.
mourn that we will have no more helicopter discussions. That would be sad. I like helicopters. They're not like the best thing in the world, but they're okay, you know, flying all around, just doing their own thing. I don't know how a helicopter thinks, but I don't have to. Because guess what? I majored in English, and that means I don't have to know anything. So, with this
Even English.
Even English, yeah. Guess what, everybody? Pika Pals demolished this game. We're going to go ahead and welcome him if he wants to come chat. And with that, Julo appears to have taken second, Takaru third, and Fizz taking fourth. It was a pretty fun match. Honestly, I had no idea who was going to take the victory for quite a while. Like, as soon as Pika Pals was to the final stage, I thought, you know, Pika Pals is probably going to get a game over, but then didn't.
Yeah, that was
Pika
huge. Pals was either on his second to last or last life doing that too. So that's what made it even more impressive.
Yeah.
I thought Pika Pals was going to have to start over.
Speaking of Pika Pals, hello there.
Hey.
Hey, congratulations on your victory today.
Thanks. That was, sure was a final stage.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, the other stages, they're kind of difficult, but they're just, like, nothing compared to the final stage.
Yeah, like, stage 4 was... Those homing missiles were troublesome, but when I realized you could, like, despawn half the dudes and make sure they never shot, then it became a lot easier.
Yeah, so what are your overall thoughts of the game?
It's alright. You know, for a helicopter game with iffy dudes who don't want to jump onto your helicopter sometimes.
Yeah, they were...
Lots of narrow caves.
They were a little finicky, yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's not a game to play if you're claustrophobic.
No. I couldn't quite finish my 100% run because those caves at the ends are impossible.
Yeah.
Oh,
Those two dudes will just sit in that cavern forever.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, that's fine. They'll enjoy life. They'll have a little, like, picnic. At least one of them will have a picnic. The other one might not survive. But, you know what? I forgive you for leaving some of the leaders of the world in the cave. Did you know that's who you were rescuing? Leaders of the world.
Oh, there are a lot of leaders of the world.
Well, yeah, there
That
are a lot
would
of
be
The world's a
countries.
big place. There's,
That's
what is it,
fair.
190 or so recognized countries?
Yeah, if it was just like small town Logan, Utah that I live in, you know, getting all of the government people there, whatever, they'd probably be late to be rescued. They'd just be like hanging out in the enemy base like, I'm too scared. This is weird. I don't want to go
Well,
outside. Yeah.
Why are 10 of the leaders of the world all living in the same apartment building?
You know, it's complicated.
mean,
It's
It's New York City,
Yeah.
There's a lot of diplomats there because United Nations,
Well,
maybe they just have an apartment complex for the
That
world
or-
leaders.
that or, you know, the world leaders are just more centralized those days.
Maybe.
They relocated. Well, Pika Pals, this has been a blast having you. I'm glad that you're able to get this game. Honestly, I love the way it looks. I love the music. For the Master System, it's honestly one of the best looking games out there. It definitely isn't a good game, but it was fun for
Yeah.
me. Anything that you're playing these days that people should know about or that's going on in your streams? Anything exciting?
Mostly just a bunch of randomizer stuff. Link to the Past rando tourney stuff. There's a Minish Cap rando tourney that just started.
Are you doing that as well then?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, if y'all like Rando, and who doesn't like Rando, go check out more Pika Pals over at his channel. All of the players today have their channels on the layout when we display it, so you can go and follow who you love. Thank you, Pika Pals. Mike, I appreciate you choosing this game. Take care, both of you. Have a great Thursday / Final Fantasy VII Remakes Eve.
Wow. You too.
Yeah, take care.
All right, bye.
Bye! Everybody, this is Ku5ogrande, the Bad Video Game Tournament. As I get ready for the next match, I'm just going to go ahead and run a short little ad. You're not missing anything, it's just me setting up, so be back in about 1 minute.